Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a short video. I'm talking about credit scores and how we have been trained and conditioned to worship credit scores. Like everything in this country is all about psychological manipulation. We are trained and conditioned and controlled like you can't believe. There are these punishments around every corner. There's this pain and this suffering around every corner in this society. And severity of that pain is all subjective. The punishment is all subjective. Like two people can make the same mistake and the punishment can be extremely different from a 200-degree punishment to a 30-degree punishment. The punishment can be severely different, and some of it got to do with gender, your race, your age, your religious belief, your political affiliation. If we could walk around this earth, not this earth, in America, like with no identity, it would be better. Because if you show up to the job and you're a certain race, you're a certain age, you're a certain gender, like the program that's encoded in most people in America is the programs are designed to discriminate or prejudge. It's designed that way. So there's so many things that you can't do in this country because of your credit score, of your race, of your age, of your nationality, of your affiliations. It's terrible. It's a very difficult country to be disease free in, to be at ease, to be comfortable, to be at peace. It's very difficult to have those things in this country, in the United States. And the credit score is just another algorithm, another system that they use to keep you in dis-ease. The word dis-ease means not being at ease. It don't have anything to do with cancer or diabetes or heart conditions. Dis-ease literally means not being comfortable, not being happy, not being satisfied, not being at ease. That's what it means. Dis-ease, like disorder, not being in order, disorganized, not being organized, discomfort, not being comfortable, disproportionate, being out of balance. That's what dis-ease means. That's what this is. Dis-ease means not being at ease. That's what it means. So in this country, like almost everybody, I'm going to say like 99% of Americans have a disease. A disease. 99% of Americans are infected psychologically with a disease. And another probably 75% are affected physically with a disease. And even the animals, not the wild animals, the domestic animals. Yeah, see, so that's the problem. And then, so like I say, you can't even rent an apartment without them checking your credit score. And if it's too low, they won't even rent you an apartment. So how are you supposed to survive in this country? You try to get a good job. They want to do a background check and a credit score to get you a good job. So how are you supposed to survive in this country? You can't. It's hard to get a good job if your background is questionable. It's hard to get an apartment if your background is questionable. These people are doing full credit reports on your life. And there are so many people in the United States, and the people are so desperate that they can pick and choose who they want to move into their apartment. You can have a perfect credit score, and you can have a clean background. If you're the wrong race, they can say no because it's a private company. It's a private building. And they don't have to tell you why they said no. You can't move here. They don't have to tell you why. It could be because you're too old. It could be because you're too young. It could be because you're too white. It could be because you're too Asian or too black. And when I say too much, that's all subjective. See? So you can go to a certain area and say, oh, no, you black, you can't live. They're not going to say that. But they can just deny you. Even though you fit the criteria, you meet all the qualifications. You got a good credit, good clean record, all that stuff. Even when it comes to getting insurance, they check your credit score, they check your background, all these things. To get insurance, to get an apartment, to get a job, they checking all your credit and all your background and everything to keep you down. The system in America is effed up. It is effed up. If you were able to keep your background clean as a young adult and you didn't make any mistakes, no DUIs, no major violations with the law like weed or something else that you might have done when you was ignorant and you wasn't fully developed, you might have made some mistakes when you fully developed. In a minute, they're going to put whether you had an abortion or not on your credit report. On your consumer report, they're going to put whether or not you had an abortion or not on your consumer report. So ladies, how would you like that? How would you like that shit on your report if they put whether you had an abortion or not? If they put whether you were adopted or not? If they put that you have AIDS, how would you like that on your consumer report? If you got a disease. See? So that's the problem with these consumer reports and this credit stuff. That's the problem with that. Now the credit score, I can understand that. But these background checks and all this stuff to weed you out of the system, it's not right. It's destructive. Because they can put anything on your consumer. It's called a consumer report, but it's also a background check. So they got all these things. It's got a background check, consumer report, and your credit score. All that stuff is different. And you got all these companies out here gathering all this information to try to figure out how they can get more money out of you or discriminate against you to keep you down. Well, you can't get a job, you can't get housing, you can't get a loan. Your insurance is sky high because you can have perfect credit and you can have a clean background. But if you live in a community without perfect credit, without clean backgrounds, they're going to hold that against you because your neighbors and your community is not clean. See, so that's how they gatekeep. That's how they keep people in certain areas. See, because if you live in a community that they may have an elevated crime rate, your insurance is going to be high, even though you haven't committed no crimes. Like you're not stealing the car, but you get punished for other people's behavior, even though you are not a reckless driver. You're not wrecking your car. You're not getting speeding tickets. But if people in your community, crimes are happening, you are punished for that. See? So all this stuff is psychological manipulation And it creates a system of disparity and and dis-ease. When you can't find an apartment, you can't get a job. You did your time in prison for a crime that you committed when you was 15 or 16 years old, but it's still on your record. They ask you these dumbass questions. Have you ever been convicted of a crime? You're in the United States. This is a criminal country. All the people in this country have murdered, stolen their land, lynched, hanged, and they want to ask you, have you ever committed a crime? Have you ever committed a crime? United States government, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee. Have you ever committed a crime? The state of Tennessee going to ask you, have you ever committed a crime? The state of Georgia want to ask you, have you ever committed a crime? Georgia, Mississippi, Tulsa, Oklahoma want to ask you, have you ever committed a crime? I mean, these people got some nerves. You know, this is a criminal country. They're allowing illegal immigrants to come into this country illegally. But if you're a citizen right here, if you're a citizen of the United States as a citizen with documents, papers, social security number, they want to ask you, have you ever committed a crime? It's possible that I have. It's very possible. Have you received any violations, misdemeanors? It's possible that I freaking have committed a freaking crime in this country. The hell? So I'm just saying, after you have done your time, and it is not a violent crime, like if you didn't kidnap someone, if you didn't rape or murder someone, come on, that question should be illegal unless you have done a deadly sin. Armed robbery, carjacking. Yeah, all those crimes in this country, because like we're not living in the wild wild west in 1800s, 1700s, where it was street justice. In modern society that we live in right now, if people are committing heinous crimes against each other in this country, it is a symptom of the American mindset, the conditions of this country. It is a symptom. That's what it is. So it's not going to change until the culture change. And this country was built on total torture and violence. Crimes against humanity happen in this country. Crimes against humanity. And they want to ask you, have you ever been convicted of a crime? Come on, guys. This is the only country. I'm not gonna keep going over and over on that. I'm just showing you the hypocrisy and the contradiction of this country, and how it's hard for you to survive in this country because they want you to be perfect. They want your payment history to be perfect. They want your moral compass to be perfect. They want you to be ethically sound, even though you got racist and corrupt cops, judges, and prosecutors. When you go before them, you have to be ethically perfect. When you go before a racist judge, a racist cop, and a racist prosecutor, you have to be morally and ethically perfect. Are they going to throw your ass in prison and throw the book at you? Although These cops are corrupt. The freaking judge is a pedophile, and the damn prosecutors are running after statistics and numbers and quotas. They don't care about the truth. All they care about are quotas. Cops don't care about the truth. All they care about are quotas. A teacher got to go to school for 4 years to raise the next generation. A cop can go to police academy for 6 months and he can kill you. He can go to police academy for 6 months. After 6 months, they can give him a gun and a badge, and he have the legal right to murder you. But it take a teacher 4 years to teach the next generation how to be civilized and how to learn and get an education. It take 12 months to be a hairdresser, to be a barber, to be a mechanic. It take months and years to do certain things. But to be a cop, you can be a dropout idiot. Go to police academy, and they give you a gun and a badge. And you can be a total asshole idiot and be a cop. That shows you the dysfunction of America. But when you deal with them, you have to be perfect, or they'll get afraid for their life and break and kill your whole family because they was afraid for their life. That's how scary and big of a pussy cops are. Anyway, guys, that's not what this video is about. I don't even care no more. I don't even care right at this point. So let me end the video, guys. Guys, remember, keep your life clean, keep your car clean, keep your body clean, keep your mind clean, keep your diet clean, guys, because this world is toxic. The system is toxic. It's poison. And you just got to try to stay away from all the dis-ease in this country. Till next time, guys, I'm CountryMan777, and I'm signing off. Peace.